Hey guys, Jim here with another video in my underrated but an underseen movie collection. Uh, these are basically highlighting 5 movies from different genres that I feel that are either underrated, underseen, or just plain forgotten. Before we begin, if you would be so kind as to hit that like button if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and I would love to hear from you in the comments section, whether you have any questions about any of these movies, or if you've seen these movies and if you like them or you don't like them, or anything at all would be really appreciated. So without further ado, let's begin. We start with a comedy. This is Bad Words with Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman also directed this movie, and quite honestly, I think it's hilarious. He's kind of a scumbag who decides to enter a spelling bee against a bunch of kids because he finds a loophole that allows him to do it. And he goes up against this little Indian American kid, and the two of them play off each other so well. Catherine Hahn's in this movie, and yeah, this movie's a lot of fun. It's not politically correct. It's a lot of fun. So that's Bad Words with Jason Bateman. Next, out of the 5, this is my recommendation for sure. This is movies from 1980. It's Samuel Fuller's The Big Red One. Lee Marvin, Mark Hamill, Robert Carradine, etc. I saw this at the drive-in when I was a kid, mainly because my dad was a huge Lee Marvin fan, and I was a huge Mark Hamill fan because of Star Wars. And this is a World War II movie, loosely based on a true story by Samuel Fuller, who wrote and directed this. This is based on his experiences in the war. And the character that Robert Carradine plays, who is narrating the movie, is loosely based on him. And I'll tell you what, this movie is fantastic. And Mark Hamill is incredible in this. I think this is his best performance. And Lee Marvin is just, he's Lee Marvin, you know? It doesn't get much better than Lee Marvin, but this movie's great. This particular edition has 2 versions. It has the theatrical version in HD, and it has the DVD version of the restored cut, where it has a reconstruction version. I'm sorry, that's what it's called. And it's quite a bit longer, and you can see the theatrical version's 113 minutes, the reconstruction version's 162 minutes. So yeah, it's quite a bit longer. And I wish the reconstruction version was also in Blu-ray, but no. The Big Red One is a great movie. Either version you can see. Please check it out if you haven't. If you like World War II movies, this is a great one. Next in the action genre, this is a relatively recent movie, Cop Shop with Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo. This is a Joe Carnahan movie, and this movie's a lot of fun. It's a throwback to those old grindhouse type action movies. 2 guys get locked up in jail and they're trying to kill each other, and it just goes south. This movie's a lot of fun. Next, Prince of the City. This is part of the Archive collection, the Warner Archive collection. This movie came out in 1981, I believe, and it stars the late, great Treat Williams, who just passed away last year. I've always been a fan of Treat Williams. This is, without a doubt, his best performance. He is phenomenal in this movie. Sidney Lumet directed this, and Sidney Lumet, if you don't know, he directed some of the best movies ever in the 70s and 80s, quite honestly. But this movie is quite a bit like Serpico, kind of. Basically, it's a cop who is well-liked amongst his group, and he's not necessarily dirty, but all of his partners are. And he decides to turn informant for the government, but under the pretense that he will never turn his partners in. He will never rat against his actual partners. And let's just say it gets pretty intense. But this movie was very critically acclaimed when it came out. But it's another one of those movies that's just kind of been lost. So if you get a chance and you like Treat Williams, yeah, Prince of the City. It is long. It's almost 3 hours long, but it's a very good movie, very well acted. Yeah, check it out. And last but not least, and it's also from the archive collection, Wolfen. This came out in 1981. It was the year of the werewolf movies, The Howling and American Werewolf in London, and right in between them came this movie, Wolfen. And it was lumped in as one of those, but this is not a werewolf movie. Albert Finney, Gregory Hines. Look at how young Gregory Hines is. This is a really cool movie. It's a slow burn, but it's a lot of fun. And I don't want to say too much. It'll give away the plot, other than the fact that this is not a werewolf movie, okay? Anybody who says that this is a werewolf movie is wrong. It just got released at the same time as the other 2 werewolf movies that year. This is a totally different animal, no pun intended. And again, this movie's a lot of fun. You can get this on archive collection pretty cheap. It's pretty readily available. Not only that, but I think this movie also invented Predator Vision. And if you've ever seen the Predator movies, you'll know what Predator Vision is. So check this movie out and tell me what you think. I really enjoyed this movie. So anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and, a like and possibly a subscribe. And again, I can't stress enough, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Whether it's positive, negative, neutral, whatever. I would love feedback. I enjoy talking about movies, in case you haven't noticed. So until the next time, this is Jim again. Thank you so much for spending a couple of moments with me, and have a great day.